What is it?
What happened?
Okay.
Damn shame.
That is not sure why you're not wearing any clothes. Jota. Oh, didn't switch mine. Didn't switch hers. She's just randomly not wearing clothes. That's brilliant. Hello, Blackhawks. Just finishing getting everything set and sorted real quick so I can go. How are you this evening? Hey now, stop biting me. I broke my bow. Brilliant. Pretty good. I have second weekend in a row off from children, and honestly, my wife and I weren't sure what to even do with ourselves. So, kind of nice. I get to record as loud as I want until my wife comes in and tells me to shut it.
Please help. I can pay you. Bandits attacked and ransacked my cart. Can you help me?
I
My
suppose.
camp is nearby
Just
in the ruins
do
of
not
Nilheim.
betray me.
Get me there safely, and you'll be rewarded.
Come on. Come on. One of your sheep friends.
It's just across the and up that hill.
So for some reason I've been noticing that it seems the middle word of NPC sentences is like dropping out or
We're
cutting
close
out
now. I can see
or
the camp.
something. And I don't know why it's doing that. I've no idea what that
Wait
could
here.
be.
I'll be right back with
the-
your reward.
Hello?
Hey, watch it!
I'm sorry.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, that's a problem. He's down. Oh dear. Yep, not sure who was fighting who. Oop, oop. Run, run, run. Ah! Woo! Boots. Brilliant. Yeah. I need an Admiral Akbar something or other telling me it's a trap. Why was there a guard there? Is that you? Who are you? So I spent the last couple of days actually running through and not actually throwing up any videos, which totally makes it sound like I am vomiting videos, because there was mostly boring stuff, you know, since this is so much more thrilling. There, Nadachi. But what I was running into that I found, and I can't remember if it was you or someone else who mentioned it, that they had issues with legendary cities, which I love that mod, and I have it here, and I think it's absolutely essential to a good immersive playthrough, especially with Frostfall, and especially, you know, if you use realistic lighting and realistic weather and all that other crap, to have better made cities closer together. And it's kind of fun. I found that if I put the time scale to about 10 and I walk from city to city, so let's say from Riften to Vernonwood, Vernonwood to Windhelm, Windhelm up to Winterhold, or to Heljarkin, or to that one that's right there. It's about 8 to 10 hours worth of travel, which is would seem more realistic for the world, which I like that. I'm actually really considering doing a playthrough where I actually walk places, because a lot of people complained, you know, you can run from end to end in Skyrim, it doesn't take too long, it seems so small. World seems a lot bigger when you're doing this. When you're not sprinting with full armor and tons of weapons for hours and hours and hours on end. But it also doesn't make it quite as exciting. Makes it for a kind of boring looking Let's Play. Anyway, totally sidetracked. So I found that with Legendary Cities on, it was 95% chance I was going to crash outside of every single major city. 95% of the time. And the kicker was I could reload, and it would load no problem. Like, it's not, nothing became a permanently blocked place. They just crashed anytime I approached a city. And it was getting a bit stupid, and I took the mod off, and it dropped it to crashing about probably 1 in 4. You know, so a significant drop. But the kicker is especially if I'm doing a playthrough where I'm going through at a walking speed, and I'm not going through with a jacked up speed of, set modav speed mult 125 or 150 or whatever the crap, past that by just editing the crash out, I actually consider that total maximum of 1 every hour. And if they are fairly easy to predict and save just outside of, and get past that by just editing the crash out, I actually consider that totally worth it. So, because I can't abide not having Legendary Cities in here. I love that mod. So yeah, I spent the last couple days sort of debating and kicking myself and really wanting to keep it and running numbers and crap. Yeah, I run numbers when I talk about playing Skyrim. It's a problem. So anyway, I have put it back in, and currently, I think from the last time I was on, I've got JK's cities back in. You die. I've put on Ordinator. I've got the Diamond body type again, which actually haven't looked. Ah, nice. Just added on Eleonora's coverings because these women are modest. Good for them. And the XP32 body type, Amidian-born armors, legendary cities, and loot and degradation, plus a couple small like menu and animation things. I'm kind of focusing on adding in more of the bigger. Get rid of you. The bigger mods like loot and degradate. Cannot say that for the life of me. Loot and degradation. You know, to try and see if coming from. Oh crap! No, sawed off. He is. Oh dear. Run away. Try and see if I can get it balanced with the big mods in, and then I can add in sort of the step over the top of that, because mostly that changes textures. And I know that works and is balanced, so I'm trying this method. I'm trying not to die. Totally bloody lost. Where the hell am I? Totally can't hit him for now. So yeah. Tonight is about loot and degradation, legendary cities, and so we'll see. What the hell changed? That's load water. Well, let me reload it. See if it goes away. Totally, dude. Load it up. And I have slowed down the speed at which I'm running, because I am finding that with all these things, trying to stress test it rather than, yeah, very glitchy, test it normal is getting a little bit harder. See why it's glitchy. But I am excited because we sat down and made a bit of music for like an opening. What the hell you call that? Fanfare? Look at that. I don't know why it does that. For my show for Skyrim and Scotch. You know, I played it a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of MMOs for Skyrim Online. Or not Skyrim Online. Hi. For the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm not a huge fan of MMOs. They tend to be... Oh, dear. Who are you? Who are you? You need to... Sawed off. Sawed off. Go away. Put your weapon away. Totally distracted. Sorry. They tend to be about surface things rather than about getting into the meat of the game. You know, like, and Skyrim was, quite honestly, basically the same thing, where it was a game where you regenerated, and nothing you did was, I don't know, the rules were all very simple. A lot of game companies nowadays are diverging into sort of two camps. One camp is the make it more approachable by everybody, which means make it easier, and I hate that. And the other side is Dark Souls, which is, this is the camp that's gotten tired of that crap. And they want a game that's going to slaughter the crap out of them right now, because they want it to be difficult. They want a challenge. And MMOs, absolutely, they're not a challenge, they're not fun, there's no character, there's no story. They are pretty, and you get to play with people, and if you like that, they're great. I'm meh on those. So, yeah. But it is pretty. I did really like some of the things that they built. So, yeah. But no, I didn't play too much. For Kilt with Mantle of the Minor Knight. Okay. Take that off you. Have you played it? Ow. Nice. Do you like it? I mean, that's the thing, is I totally think that it's a game that can't... Who the hell? I think it's a great game, and people can definitely like it. It's just not my type of game. Like, I played EverQuest back in the day, which might date me a little bit. And totally got into it for a bit, and then one day I woke up and realized I'd been paying for a subscription for like 2.5 years, and at like $15 a month, I had paid like almost $400 for this video game. And I looked at some of the other games that were available and around, and I was like, wow, it's not as good a gameplay. It's, you know, it's not the things that I love. It's just this weird collector's community almost. And the price was absolutely not worth it for me. When I realized I had spent over $300, I was like, nope, done. And that was kind of the end of MMOs for me. I've tried a couple of the free-to-play ones, and even then, I'm not a microtransactions guy. Ouch. That's my butt. That's my butt. Stop eating my butt. I'm not a microtransactions type of person, so, you know, they're not going to get their money out of me, which is fine. But most of those games build it so if you don't do the microtransactions, you just have to grind in this boring, ungodly way for so much longer because they want you to hate it and just pay. And that literally to me is like saying, I want my girlfriend to really love me, so I'm going to hit her a lot. And stupid people think that way. So I hate the fact that so many companies base themselves off of that sort of idea. Like, it makes no sense to me. So, yeah. I want a game that I can dig into like this. And, you know, like, I had never modded before Skyrim. And admittedly have become completely enthralled as much by the modding of Skyrim as I have by the playing Skyrim. And I think, honestly, that's probably Bethesda's hands down biggest achievement, is the community that has been created around their pretty good games. Because I think Skyrim's the base Skyrim. Like, once you've modded, and you probably know this, once you've modded, if you go back to just vanilla and you try to play it, it's a horrible experience. It's boring, it's flat, everything looks wrong, and really messed up textures. Oh, for the modding or for MMOs? Sorry, I'm switching conversations, so I'm not sure which one you're responding to there. Yeah, like there are parts of modding that I hate. Absolutely, I hate the fact that I'm not so. Ooh, right. Wait, I was supposed to download a mod. Sorry. Totally reminded me I'm supposed to download. I have a note about it somewhere. Memory blocks log. I have not done that yet. And you just reminded me. Thank you. Oh, MMO. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like, and that's the other thing is, it's unfortunate because there are really good communities in some of those games, but it doesn't take much for one person to completely just absolutely shit on it for everybody around. And I hate that. Like, I have limited time in my life, and I have zero time and patience for somebody who's going to be an ass about my video game and my video game time. Like, nope, they don't get invited to do that. And so it tends to be that games like MMOs and games like Call of Duty, which, you know, broke my bow again. And I'm out of bows. You made me sick, Wolf. Games like that, I tend to not play very much. Because there's just too many people that I just don't care to spend my time with who I don't know. Like, it's kind of funny because I was a little bit worried about that with just having people chatting while I played, you know, like inviting people into my world to watch me, you know, play a game not well and say stupid things. And I've actually found that the community around the people who are watching videos is almost universally, they're there because they enjoy it, not because they're looking to make fun of somebody or looking to, you know, be an ass or shit talk or whatever. They're just really nice people, which you are absolutely, you know, a great example of that. And I love that. It's actually been, it was a concern. It's not really a concern to me anymore. Lots of wolves, lots of wolves. So, yes, thank you. It's been very impressive. Yeah, I don't do games like Call of Duty because it's too much trash talk, and that bores me. I want to go on an adventure, and that tends to not be talking about, you know, how I can do things to your mother, crap like that. So, yeah. Alright, I think I missed a location. Well, yes, I did. Yeah, and I think Skyrim was a great game. I actually disagree with the fact that it got Game of the Year 2011. But then my absolute other very favorite game series ever, aside from Skyrim, is Uncharted, which was, you know, Uncharted 3 and Skyrim came out 11/1 and 11/11, I believe. And Skyrim beat it out for Game of the Year, which I was really disappointed in. And still think was the wrong choice. Because Skyrim modded is a fascinating game. Skyrim unmodded is... I can't even think of a word. So, yeah. That's coming from somebody who... I don't even know how many hours I have logged on my Steam for Skyrim. God of War. I have all of them. And there are... God of War absolutely has its place in its time. Like, if you're in the mood for just mayhem, done, it's the one. If you want some fun cinematography and camera work, absolutely. If you want a story that's pretty cool, done, totally. If you want a character that's got any type of depth at all besides anger, the wrong place. So, yeah, it's actually one of, like, I like it. It's a good game, good series. And I've been considering going through and playing it again from beginning to end, because I have the two ones that were on the PSP. I have those ported over into the PS3, I believe. And then God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then God of War Ascension. I think that's all of them. I think. So, maybe I just need to get God of War 3 on the PS4. Would be nice. That way I can do it and just post it up here on Twitch. Yeah, there were a lot of boss fights that I really liked in that one. That were a lot of fun. But still, Uncharted is... I like it way more than God of War. Oh dear. Do I have a shield? No, but I have a belt pouch. Well, that'll help. And that one will too. No shield. Do I have magic? Aha! Flame on! Seriously? Why would you keep fistfighting someone if they started burning your face off? Ascension was... How would I describe that? Ascension was God of War porn. It was more of the same, which made it kind of dull. It was absolutely fun to watch, though, which is cool. But it was totally God of War porn. Like, there was no purpose for it story-wise. It was sort of same old rehashed storylines, just looking absolutely incredible and, you know, trying to kick up the notch. But the enemies kind of felt... it was as if the creatures and the monsters and the bosses that they had been throwing at you for so long were getting a little bit thin on the ground. And so it was like, wait, the enemy is who? Whereas, you know, all the other times it was Medusa, the Minotaur, and Zeus, and whatever else. This one kind of felt like you didn't know who the enemies were because you couldn't recognize their names from, you know, school or wherever. 3, though, was really cool. 3 did a great job of sort of finishing it off. And tying it all up, except for the main character's when he sort of turns, didn't work for me. But it's good. It's a fun story, and really ramps up the other two. So, Hercules, dude. Seriously, that was a fun battle. You know, it's been a while, so I don't remember what the best one was. I will tell you which ones were memorable for me. Hades was memorable. The dude Hermes, who runs really, really fast. I think there was like 2 battles with him, and I remember both of them. That was pretty cool. Definitely Hercules. No on the Kraken. Didn't like that one. Didn't care for the Hydra. That's what I remember offhand. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure if I went back through, I'd probably be able to find a couple of others. But yeah, that was what I thought. Let's see. And 1, 2, and 3. Getting to write down my locations. Sorry, counting to see how well this build is. More so than the boss fights almost were the locations. I felt one of the places where that series really excelled was map tie-ins. So you'd be in an area, and next thing you know, it'd dump you out in an area you were in before. And I really like that sense of coming back in a game like that, and cohesion, and oh look, we just went in a circle. In a game like that. In most games I actually hate that, but in a game like God of War it's absolutely perfect. So but yeah, I remember the island where I want to say it was one of the Medusas, one of them, like Medusa's sisters or something, or the Fates. Had a bunch of horses on it. It was very... yeah, I don't even remember. It's been so long. I liked that place, though. Did you see that? Did anybody else see that? Because that's disconcerting. That makes me feel like there's... like... something bad up here. What the hell happened? Even a wolf up here? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video. You didn't see it. There, a wolf went like through the air. I'm losing my mind. There's no wolf up here. There's no wolf. Okay, I swear. Like this wolf went like arcing through the air. But there's no body. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Dude, that would just be awesome in gameplay. Like, seeing something like that would actually make me quite nervous. I think so, maybe? I don't know. Could be losing it. Let's just save it. Right. Okay. Ow. Off the waterfall. Ow. Am I? Oh, there it is. Ah. I think I'm losing it. Right, so what do you think of the weather? Well, so far. I don't know if you saw a couple of the other days. This apparently is Vivid Weathers on top of Vividian. Although I do need to change at least one setting. I've not found if you're supposed to put Vivid Weathers over Vividian or Vividian over Vivid Weathers. I've looked and just haven't found an answer to that question yet. So, but I think it looks nice. And the rain, almost all the time, is just awesome. Hmm? Yeah, I'm impressed with his Vivid. Of course, he does the fogs. He's got fogs, and he's got weathers and ENB and snow and a bunch of stuff, and it's all put together. It looks very, very nice. Level up, right? Not offhand, no. I don't know a recipe for a health potion. There's Shore Stone, see if it makes me crash. Actually, let's go to Riften first. See if it makes me crash, and then Shore Stone. $650. Might have to stay in Riften.
Favor a steel sword, do you? Good choice for slashing or stabbing.
I know wheat. Get some wheat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kitty, kill the dog.
Takes care of that.
Yes, it does. There's my crash. Script, papyrus, and nothing there. Yeah. I don't know what it is in the mod that does it, but I'm pretty positive that has something to do with legendary cities, and I suspect it's just the memory cap. And hopefully when I download memory blocks log highlighted, I'll be able to figure it out more. And ENB rain. Right. But especially if it's super predictable like that and not repeatable, which let's find out if it's repeatable real quick. Then it should be fine. I can work past that. It'll just be a bit of a hindrance.
If it's a bed you need, Kirava in the B and Bar should set you right.
Kirava. Very good. Okay, that levels me. Riften Stables. See? Won't repeat. Yeah, I haven't. I've been to Solstheim. I've not done a bit of the Dawn Guard DLC. I've no idea what goes on in that storyline. Cool. Brilliant. Cool. Ooh, the fog just rolled in. Let's see what that looks like down below.
Yes.
Oh man, this is a sleazy looking city. It's so gross. I feel greasy. I need to get inside. I feel cold is what I feel. I need to shut up and stop looking at the cold weather and get inside.
Are you feeling sick?
Got the coin? You've come to the right place.
For the healing? Yeah, that's fine. Do I need one?
Yes?
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Very good.
Well, hello.
Hello.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
You've always been so nice. Can I have a room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
I'll show you to your...
Yeah, I've never done the Thieves Guild storyline.
Need something?
See how she,
Yeah,
like,
what do
said,
you want?
I'll show you to your...
This is
and
about the
didn't say
deal.
room?
We can talk later.
I feel like half the dialogue gets cut off.
Yeah. What's your problem?
I don't have one. Kirava?
What can I get you? Meat? Wine? Come back and see us again. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Cute tail. I like you with the Tonto. Really? Okay. Maybe I'm just noticing it more lately. Apparently I am comfortable now. Good. I get warm. Go by the fire.
What's your problem?
I don't have a problem. Great.
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right?
Apparently not. Alright, let's go heal.
Good morning.
Me? Yep, good morning. Foggy this
New
morning?
around Riften?
No.
Take my advice. Stay
Very.
at the B and Bar. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Everything all right?
Apparently not. Apparently I'm sick. Oh, yeah? There we go. Alright, now... Save. And... Let's go to Shorestone.
They say the been snooping around.
So I put in...
No good.
populated Skyrim 2016, which I like. There's definitely more people around, but it looks like about half the bandits it seems to add have gray face, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping... He said he was working on that. Actually, he said he had fixed that specifically. But the gray-faced bandit that I met this afternoon kind of makes me think that... Hello, guys. Hello. I have ataxia. Brilliant. Broke my iron gauntlets. Crappy rat dog. Fur bracers. Good luck. Is yours on the Xbox or the PlayStation? Oh dear, they've already seen me. Oh boy, here we go, here we go, here we go. Raider Warrior? I'm sorry, what?
You won't leave here alive! No one should leave Skyrim alive!
Oh, for the love of God.
Let's see what you got.
Mage. And I'm totally exhausted. Potions. Skooma. We're totally doing the skooma thing. Yep, see there's a gray face. Ow. I missed him. Seriously? My boots just break? My boots just broke. That'll work. Don't care. This is the simplest. This is novice. Nope, wrong one. Novice. There's a reason why. Like, people are like, I'm on Legendary, and I'm like, I don't care. Because I set my game up to be very scary on the easiest levels. Okay, so it looks like I came across this whole place was getting raided from one bandit camp to another. That's kind of fun. Target dies within 15 seconds and fills a soul gem. Yep. Yep. Oh, there you go. Ow. It's you. My hood's broke. Yeah, I need to put on more. Like, obviously, I'm just goofing off right now. Normally, when I play on regular. So, bracers have broken into pieces. Because that's the other thing is, like, I have stuff where, as they hit me, my armor breaks. You know, making it even more difficult. What am I missing? So there's lots more enemies. And this is before I actually add in Assis. It is not on here. Which can mean I can walk into abandoned camp and there's... I've seen upwards of 60 bandits at a place. And that's scary on any difficulty. I mean, how many have I killed here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you are. 12. Now there's more. I mean, normally at this camp there's 5 bandits. 12. Oh, see, I love armor degradation. It really can cause you to panic, and it really makes it so keeping your armor up and keeping it in good... Here's an extra one. 13. Becomes important. So you don't just level your armor, you know, up to fine and then never worry about it again and always have powerful armor. You actually... it degrades over time. And you have to go repair it and make it better and, you know, all of that. Nice. Steel Nodachi. Yes, please. I'm just going to take your stuff. And, of course, I'm carrying too much. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of that. What is that? 44? 34. Don't care, it looks better. 38. Yep. Yeah, I like having my armor breaking. Hello. Yeah. Dude, your chops with that helmet. Good choice, man. Good choice. Hello. Alright. Just save that. Yeah, breaking in the middle of the battle is, I mean, right now I haven't done anything to try and upkeep my armor, but it usually doesn't happen, and it just makes it so it's an extra level of oh crap sometimes. Yeah, I like it, personally. Plus the loot and degradation mod, right? Looks like we're not, knock on wood, going to crash in Shorestone. That's good. It makes it so when people die, NPCs loot them. And take stuff off of them, which is kind of cool. Like that guy who had a much larger inventory probably lasted towards the end and had looted a couple of people by then. It also means you end up with...
Another quiet day.
Example. There we are. 2 iron scrap metal. This is from the broken weapons and armor and stuff that I had. And I can reforge it into iron ingots. I lose some of what I had, so it's, you know, not terribly efficient, but it allows me to take my broken stuff and put it back into repairing other things. So, yeah, the whole system I like. I enjoy it. I do cook food. Yeah, and when I add in I needs,
Apprentice level work.
thanks, I will cook more. Yeah, I'm huge into more... Good backpack. And I think I'd rather have that. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm more into immersion. So, let's see. I've got 2, one on my side, one on my front, 2 on my back. It is in the vanilla game. It's completely worthless in the vanilla game. But with the mods, eating doesn't heal hit points anymore. Weird. It actually, you get hungry. And that's like my whole Skyrim and Scotch playthrough will actually be off of the fact that I will be using I needs, which is a mod. If you don't know, it's a mod made that makes it so you get hungry, and diseases hit you more. Let's see, do I have another one? Let's go sell the bandolier. Stuff like that, and you can get really, really drunk. And my character that I will be playing will want to drink alcohol and wine rather than milk and other things that are added in. And so she actually will spend a good time drunk, and every time she drinks, I will drink. It's the whole premise of that coming up. Let's see, what have you got for sale?
The finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, there are a lot of things in Skyrim that are totally worthless. And mods are the only reason that they're not. Let's get rid of those 2. And the iron stuff. Steel Nadachi. Yeah, that's the one I want. Get rid of the iron Nadachi. Steel sword. Okay. I was selling you... You can't buy my bandolier?
Don't kid yourself. Stone runs.
I'm gonna kid myself. You can't buy my bandolier, dude. Yep, can't buy it. Okay, which means... Make a book. Book holder. Yes. Alright. Back left. Alright, that's good. And I think I made a backpack, right? I did? Good. Right there. And, yeah, see, like, for instance, this. Carrying capacity. I have lots of things to help with that, like the leather vial belts, the bandoliers, the pouches, the box pouches, and the backpack. All of these things help to raise my carrying capacity. Yes, it's very much survival mode. Very much. If you notice on the backpack, it's got a torch on it now. And if I craft... Let's see. So, large fur tent. Let's see what it takes for a leather tent. 16 leather strips and 22 leather. 12 leather and 8 leather strips. Okay, so let's go for that one. Leather armor. Yes. Leather strips. Okay. Do you have any leather I can buy?
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine.
Nope.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Buy some leather. I'm kinky like that. Leather. How much gold do I have? Sweet. Can I just take all of it? Thank you.
Don't kid yourself. Stone runs in our blood.
Alright, fair enough. Small leather tent. Right. And 2 bedrolls, in case I have a friend. And now that leather tent is on the bottom of my backpack. So, yeah, I'm big into mods like this that are all about survival, that are all about realism. Why I want to do a playthrough where this is as fast as I go, and when I'm in combat I run, because that kind of makes sense. But running around in armor like this, which probably weighs 65 to 80 pounds? No. Just... no. What time is it? 12:45. It's only noon. But yeah, like I can come out... It's a nice spot. No wolves. No wolves. Okay. Very good. Now I have a tent. And on that lamp. And let's see. Build campfire. Oh crap, I probably don't have any wood. I'd like to use it. Okay. Campfires can be created by combining 3 things: fuel, tinder, and a spark. Start by selecting build fire, add fuel. You can use branches, kindling, or ruined books as starting fuel. Okay. Kindling. Do you want to create this item? A wooden plate. Nice. I was just gonna say I have a wooden plate. Why do I have a wooden plate? Okay, cool. Next, select build fire, add tinder. Tinder is used to catch a spark in order to ignite your fuel. Many different items can be used as tinder. Each add tinder recipe shows the quality of tinder. The higher the quality, the faster your campfire can be lit. The tinder you choose is what determines how long it takes to light your fire. Okay, do you want to create this item? Yes. Build fire, add tinder. Yes. Finally, select the build fire light. You can light your fire by striking a stone or by using magic. If you move or get hit, the lighting process is cancelled and your tinder will be lost. Okay, strike stone. You want to create this item? Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Light the fire. It's cold out here. Light the fire. Yeah. This is why I like this stuff. You have created a fragile fire that will last for 1 sodding hour. Well done. You can now add more fuel to increase the warmth and duration of your campfire. Select flickering, crackling, or roaring campfire recipes to review their required materials. Larger campfires can be used to cook food and grant bonuses. And I have nothing. That's fun. Use your bedroll. Sit. So yeah, it takes off my shield, and my boots, and all my clothes, and I sit by my fire. It's true, I can. So yeah. But yeah, this makes it so put out, destroy. There's no unspent fuel to reclaim. That's a shame. Back up. And we go on our way. Yeah, in regular Skyrim, sleeping was pointless. You never got tired. Being out all night was pointless because you could always see. Food was pointless. You scarf down 85 apples to save yourself from a dragon. You could swim to the bottom of a freezing cold ocean with zero problem. And that's why I think the game was pretty meh, on its own. But with mods, it gets really difficult. And it actually makes it so gathering food can be important, because starving sucks. It is. Yeah, that is campfire. And that was a bucket, which now actually apparently I can maybe break buckets up into kindling. Cool. That was campfire, and it's used in combination with Frostfall, which Frostfall's, one of the top 5 mods that you can get, and it makes it so everything is cold. For instance, why not? Did I not turn it on yet? Enabled, yes. Oh, no. That I hadn't set on. I was hitting my key. The sun is radiant. Yes, it is, behind the clouds. That tells me how warm it is, how wet and dry I am, and how warm I am. So yeah, go to the top of a mountain and all of a sudden it's actually
Need something?
difficult. You can't just you can't sprint to the top of where the dragon dudes yell at you. I forget the name of that. You actually have to kind of prepare for your journey. You gotta have the proper... Hold on, I need to pull out a weapon. Iron gauntlets have degraded. Be a wolf. And I will be adding in Hunterborn, which makes it so when you try to skin an animal that you kill, you don't just go and, oh, look, I got all those things that took 4 seconds. It takes like 3.5 hours to skin a wolf. And that's just for its fur. If you want its meat, or its teeth, or its eyes, or anything else, you got to spend more time on it. And I like that. It makes getting a hold of fur much more of a challenge. Nice. Okay, so let's just kick the wolf, kick the wolf. That's another thing. In vanilla Skyrim, if you run over a creature, you run through it. You don't physically trip over it. And this mod's not perfect. Every once in a while you step over a wolf and it actually injures you a little bit. But, you know, it's physically there. You don't walk through it anymore. Yeah, there's so many little things that mods do. Kick you. Come on. Come on. Kick you. Kick you, dude. Kick you. Yep, there. It injured me. I know, right? Thought I just heard a skeleton. Let's see. Seriously. Nothing like a good kill move. Okay. So I'm expecting a crash here. And then I will reload it and be able to enter the city with no problem. So let's see if that happens. Burnham Wood discovered. Oh, where's the inn? Apparently, people are upset. Burnham Wood Inn. I haven't crashed. That's
They don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
Am I sick again?
Yes. Need something?
Let's see if we can get out of the city without it
Want
doing it.
something from me?
What did you guys kill? Everybody, even the horse was pissed. Look, he went off trying to kill him.
Yes.
Aha! There we go. Yes. The backpack is Campfire and Frostfall. Hello, the Lords of Salem. Haven't seen you on here before. Welcome. Totally not showing up in my viewers. Random. That's disconcerting. I feel like a voyeur. Alright, reloading. What was the countdown, Blackhawks? You're welcome.
Need something? Need something?
No, I don't need... What are you women
Yes?
about?
Let's hear it.
Alright.
Need something?
Now, if my theory proves correct, I should be able to leave the city with no problem.
Cloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted
Yeah, they're good mods. If your system can handle the scripting, Campfire, Frostfall, and Hunterborn, and I Needs and Wet and Cold are absolutely fantastic together. Move, Fox. Does the fox say? I actually watched a video of a fox today screaming at a dog, and it was kind of scary because it totally sounded like a human. Like, just screaming. Yeah, so, again, I can leave the city. So I don't think that's too much of an issue in the perspective of a Let's Play, because I will just edit that out. And it doesn't affect gameplay, it doesn't make it so I can't visit areas. I think I can deal with it because I would rather have those cities there than not. And since you're just joining us, the Lords of Salem, great name, I am just doing mod testing right now. And killing a Sabretooth. Hopefully. Before he kills me. To try and see... to make sure that the mods that I have in here aren't causing crashes and whatnot. And as you just probably saw, the fox looked really good. Okay. I took my eyes away for like a quarter second. And the Sabretooth disappeared. Sorry, getting distracted. You know what? Totally doing it this way. Yeah, no, let me tell you, like, when you've got... I had, Asis on, however you pronounce it. Saw this stupid mod. Once and walked into, like, 9 Sabretooths. Wolf. And I also had a mod on that made it so they were faster and hit harder and had less hit points. So they were a little bit glass jaw. With poison at least. Like with regular hit points they were fine. But poison just tore through them. And oh my god, like 9 Sabercats running at you just out of the blue is pretty freaking scary. It's not cool. No one should ever have to go through that. Hello?
Halt, Outlander.
Okay.
By the code of Malakath, this stronghold
Malahu?
belongs to the orcs. Your kind are unwelcome.
You're kind of racist.
We won't kill you, Outlander. We don't want you.
I was talking about killing, man. I'm just like, walking here. I don't know where that Sabercat went. That's kind of creepy, though. Yeah, you'll see it once I get more of these on here. It gets stupid hard really fast, even at novice setting, which I love. Oh, heck no, dude. Here's the fun part. I have only battled like 2, maybe 3 dragons in the entire time I've had this game because I've spent most of it modding and not playing the storyline. So I kind of have this really sinking feeling that when I finally go and fight a dragon for the first time, it's going to end bad. It's going to be embarrassing for me. Plus, I don't have any of my dragon mods in right now, so testing them would be kind of pointless. Alright, let's see if it crashes me on Kynes Grove. Go here. Bucket. Charcoal. Okay. Oh, it might.
Staying safe?
I'm kind of hoping. That'd be very embarrassing.
Great. Another wanderer.
Yes, another wanderer.
Sorry,
Nice
on your way
spear.
to Windhelm.
I used to be an adventurer.
Welcome.
So yes, the Lords of Salem. I'm here basically just doing playtesting. And specifically, the mods I'm testing tonight are Legendary Cities, and Loot and Degradation, basically. What is it? 526. Alright, let's go to Windhelm. Looks like you didn't crash me. It's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. It's totally gonna crash. Oh, don't get cocky. It's gonna crash as soon as you get cocky. Is the Lords of Salem still here? It doesn't show up in my chat or in my viewers. So I'm not sure, but then when he was talking, he didn't show up either. There's the crash. See? I got cocky. Goddamn time. Okay, and restarting. Isn't the Lords of Salem a Heath Ledger movie? About skaters? Hmm. Stupid crashes. So annoying. That's good looking. Okay, now, hopefully, theoretically, I should not have any issues entering into Windhelm, I think. Which, that's the issue with this whole build, is there are for certain crashes. I'm just wanting to make sure that they don't interfere with the ability to do the game. At least not overtly so. Damn it. Vivid Weather's Frostfall compatibility on 12/29. Okay. Not showing an error though. And restarting. Yeah, that was a lot quicker than the others. But Windhelm, quite honestly, is one of the places that it is notorious for crashing. Is what I have found. Well, I think I'm actually going to cut it there real quick and go look at a couple things and add in that memory blocks log. So I might be on later. Thanks, Blackhawks. Cheers.